Welcome back to Cheddar, everybody. Bowlmor AMF is the largest operator of bowling centers in the world. The company operates more than 300 domestic locations, as well as a dozen in Mexico and Canada. Operating in such a large area, though, presents a number of marketing challenges, something our next guest knows plenty about. Joining us now is Colie Edison. She's the Vice President of Marketing at Bowlmor AMF. It's good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. So I think I've seen some of these commercials for Bowlmor, so clearly you're doing your job. But what's the strategy behind some of these TV ads and even Subway ads that I've seen?
Yeah, so it's really about bringing bowling to the top of mind in our consumers' consideration set. So you've all known, oh, I went bowling as a kid to a kid's birthday party, or my parents bowled in a league. But how about making it relevant again to today's millennial consumer? So we're trying to say that we compete in this out-of-home entertainment space, but for us, it's all about out-of-home socialtainment. This is an activity that you can be social with your friends, with your family, and you're still being entertained. So it's our goal to really establish, and what we're trying to do is establish Saturday night as bowling night in America.
Okay, so when we think of bowling, we kind of think of like the Big Lebowski and, you know, it being really an older crowd, mostly male. You know, going up to at least the bowling alley that I grew up with in my hometown, you know, you get.
Where was that?
It was in San Luis Obispo, California.
Okay, not
it's
one of
called
ours.
Laurel Lanes. It's no longer around, unfortunately. But it, you know, you go up there, you get the shoes. They're stinky. They're old. The place is pretty run down on the inside. And Bowlmor, you know, I've been to some. It's not like that at all.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing differently than a traditional bowling alley? And like, how are you sort of challenging the stereotypes of when people think about bowling?
It's a great question. So what we've done is we've kept the core the same. Everybody loves bowling. They love the activity of it. What we've done is we've changed the wrapper. So you no longer have to suffer that deprivation of having the cold beer the warm beer and the cold food. And we've really elevated the entire experience. So we offer premium amenities. We offer food and beverage packages. We offer, I mean, we have some amazing, what we call Instagram-worthy food, like our behemoth burger, which is 5 pounds and 14 inches around.
For sharing.
For sharing. A pizza cupcake, a pizza cake. I mean, we're just making things that people want to consume, and we're trying to deliver an overall delightful guest experience, and we're doing that through upgrading these properties and making them a place that our consumers want to be at.
Do you think bowling is making a comeback?
Oh, I for sure do. You know, we had over 28 million visitors at our locations last year. We continue to see, even league bowling continues to grow. We have over 300,000 league bowlers. We're introducing things like beer pitcher leagues and fun leagues and short season leagues. And then on the retail side, we're having great $2 Tuesday nights and after party Fridays. So there really is something for everybody when it comes to bowling.
And I think the ad that comes to mind is that first date ad where you start, I think, backwards with them maybe in an intimate setting and then going back to the fact that it all started back at the bowling alley. So what's the thinking behind strategies like that?
Yeah, I mean, bowl the perfect first date is what we call it. And it really is a place that's perfect for your first date, right? You're gonna warm up, you're gonna get to know each other, you're gonna do something active, you're not just sitting there and trying to force conversation over dinner. So we're trying to really reach the pain points that consumers, our target consumers might have, and give them the option to do something different. And going bowling is definitely something different.
Okay, so earlier in the show when we were teasing this segment, Hope mentioned that she hated bowling. I'm gonna throw you under the bus here.
What?
Okay, so
Yeah,
why can't you do it?
I'm not good at it. I can't do it.
We'll get bumpers for you, Hope. It's okay.
Bumpers, a couple beers, you'll get much better.
So that's my question, though. How do you convince someone like Hope who didn't grow up liking bowling? How do we get her to go bowling?
Yeah, so it's not about the competitive, how good you are. It's about creating that atmosphere and that environment that's all about the fun. So we have the music, we have the videos, we have the lighting, we have the food and beverages, we have a full bar. If we can't convince you with the full bar, Hope, I don't know.
Wait, so the other thing that I haven't said yet, you know, there was I think there was like an Oprah episode back in the day where they did like a test of the bacteria that's inside of the holes inside the bowling
I'm learning so much about you today,
and
Hope.
I'm a total germaphobe, and after that I just couldn't, I didn't want to put my fingers in them anymore. So what's the progress update on sanitation?
The industry is really moving forward there. I never saw that episode, but we do have Purell at every single lane, and that can maybe give you a little bit more confidence. You know, and some of the food and beverage options we have, you can eat with a fork and knife so that you have clean hands and going into bowl. And all of our shoes are brand new, so I think you gotta come by Times Square, Chelsea Piers, we'll make it happen.
We've already decided the whole team is going to chip in and buy you a bowling ball, Hope. It's going to be engraved. It's going to be just yours. Nobody else will touch it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Perfect.
I think it has to be like 7 pounds. I think.
We'll do between 6 and 8. You'll be
6 and
perfect.
8? Okay,
yes.
all right.
Okay, can you talk to the big picture of experiences in millennials? There's a lot of the times, the narrative that we hear about really is that millennials are less interested in buying physical objects and more interested in experiences and spending money on experiences. Is this something that you see with your research?
For sure. We just actually did a big consumer study with our investment partner, and we found that people are spending, much more on experiences than they are on goods, and they rank bowling as a top experience in that place. The reason being is that we play, like we said, in the social entertainment space, but also we offer an analog experience. So millennials are so focused on this digital moment, but here's an opportunity for them to really, A, talk about retro. They love things that are nostalgic, and we play in that space, and B, create these FOMO-worthy moments. So you're posting, you're maybe putting your scores right on Facebook, and you're sharing on Instagram, but you're having this analog experience that's a full sensory experience. The food, the drinks, the smells, the sounds, and that's really not something you can get online. You have to go out, you have to leave your home, and you have to be there to experience it, and that's what we offer.
Right, and how much technology have you incorporated now into these bowling experiences? Because we know with virtual reality coming along, augmented reality, again, such an analog sport still.
Yeah, so we have a couple different things going on. First and foremost is our kiosks. So we've installed digital kiosks at about a dozen of our centers where you can order food and beverage right from the lanes. From a business perspective, we love that. We go to a cashless environment, also less labor to get that done. We're also introducing e-commerce. So you can now book kids' birthday parties and small adult events online. We love that as well. And then just the overall atmosphere that we've created, this is AV that's hooked up. You can have sound, audio, visual, and we're really creating, also laser tag and amusements. So while it is analog, it's upgraded with a digital experience.
So all I'm thinking about right now is a Cheddar bowling night and getting Hope to the bowling alley and watching her put Purell on every time she touches a bowling ball.
Covered in Purell.
Yeah. So
wear gloves. I will literally go with latex gloves.
Amazing. Wow. So I want to hear about corporate events and how that fits into the marketing strategy here. Can you give us an idea? I know it's a privately held company, but can you give us an idea of the breakdown of revenue from like a millennial clientele that comes in socially with a group of friends versus a corporate event that you're holding?
So we look at our consumers in 3 core groups. We have our retail bowlers. That's if you or I were to go bowling tonight and just walk in, and that's really where we find most of the millennials. We have our league bowlers. So we have over 300,000 of these bowlers. They can bowl anywhere from a 2-week league to a 35-week league. And then we have events. Events are about 17% of the business, but we specialize in the B2B corporate events, especially during the holiday season. And that could be anything from a small team to full corporate buyouts from JP Morgan who are taking over the center and partying all night long. So we look forward to the holiday season. That's our core season when it comes to events.
And how do you think about opening new locations? How do you look for new markets? How do you decide if you need to shrink your footprint? We talk a lot about retails, kind of demise right now.
Yeah, so for us, it's all about a conversion strategy. So I don't know if you guys know the story, but Bowlmor acquired AMF just 4 years ago this week. We're super excited about it. We went from 5 bowling centers to 272 overnight. A year later, we bought the Brunswick Bowling Center business, bringing our center count to its current state of 305. So it's really a play of looking at where are these high potential centers, because you cannot replicate this real estate. These are invaluable real estate portfolios. So we look at them, we say, where's the opportunity here? We reinvest in the center, we relaunch it under our newest brand name, which is Bowlero, and we look forward to continuing that conversion. There will be some new opportunities along the way where we pick up some mom and pops, but really our strategy will be focused on that conversions.
Okay, everyone wants to know, what's your high score?
That's a really great question. My high score is like a 125, but I have to say best moment was when I got really frustrated at lunch. So our corporate offices are right in Bowlmor Times Square, and I was very frustrated, so I went out onto the lanes and I got a turkey 3 strikes in a row.
Oh, amazing.
Nobody believed me, so I printed my score and hung it up over my desk.
I can just imagine that the corporate offices, you guys are just going out and bowling all the time. That's what happens, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, last question. Can you give us an idea of prices, or does it vary too much between locations? And then on that, what's kind of the average ticket per customer?
So it varies across the portfolio. We have our experiential centers, which are under the Bowlmor and Bowlero brands, and then we have our traditional centers, which are under the AMF and Brunswick Zone brands. So it really depends what you're looking for. You could do a corporate event for $1,000 a head, or you can come in and do a kid's birthday party at one of our lower price packages at $12.95 a head. A great opportunity we have is this summer called the Summer Games program, where you can buy a season pass, which allows you to bowl every day of the summer, 3 games plus shoe rental included, and that averages in price anywhere from $9.95 to $25.95 for kids 15 and under. And they're available at bowlsummergames.com.
Okay.
All right, Hope, we're going to also get you your own bowling shoes because there's no way you're going to rent shoes.
Yeah, that's not the bigger
Listen,
concern.
Bowlmor is happy to provide you with your own ball and shoes anytime you'd like.
Thank you. That's very nice. All right, Colie Edison, she's the Vice President of Marketing at Bowlmor AMF with some great tips and, of course, business stats. Thanks so much.
Thank you.